This conference will now be recorded.
Yep. Thanks for the confirmation, Prakash. So let's try it. Okay, let's start off with our session today. So, okay. So before we started on for our session, so by any chance, like yesterday, have you tried to create any projects or something like how we did yesterday? So did you get a chance to create it up or like how was it like? Did you just try your hands on with Cypress or any doubts, anything so far till now? Yesterday I couldn't attend the month. Yeah, no problem. It was just an introductory session, so nothing major we saw in that. So we just gave some introductory sessions like what is what and why do we use that and why it is not used like this and so on so stuffs. So that's what dealt over here. So let me share my screen. So usually the initial 5 minutes or 6 minutes goes about like say like. What we have did yesterday so far. So let's see about that what we have did. So where is my Chrome? Yeah, did it open in a Chrome? All right, just a minute. Hello, is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay, okay, thank you, thanks for confirmation. I'm not sure what application is it, but just give me a moment. Something is wrong actually. Okay, so no problem. Okay, so let's continue with that. Okay, okay, fine, yeah. So this is the slide that we have seen yesterday. Yeah. So this is a slide that we have seen yesterday so far. So I think this PPT you can identify it as part of our repository actually over here. So which we I think I shared this repository, right? If whoever attended yesterday, I just shared this repository like documents. So it should be over here as a Cypress automation PDF. Yes, this is the one actually. So you can refer this one. So whatever the PPTs that we have seen. So as you can see, these are the slide deck actually. So you can just quite refer this one. Okay, so we have a question now. So why Cypress is more reliable than Selenium? Why did anyone choose Cypress over Selenium? Okay. Yes, thanks for the question, Deepa. But just to throw you back, like, what or like say, why did you choose Cypress? Maybe you can just type or you can unmute yourself, no problem. So, why did you use, like, say, why did you choose Cypress? Maybe just a question to you, so nothing much, no problem. So, yes, so you have chosen Cypress, right? So, is there any background behind that? Did you do something? Maybe just an ask, actually, nothing much, actually. Or did someone suggested you Cypress? Maybe. Mm, yeah, maybe to answer that from the technical perspective, like why Cypress people choose over Selenium. So the first thing is like the wait times. So in Selenium, you used to give some wait times. There is some explicit and implicit wait times. So you need to give it explicitly in order to make it to wait. But Cypress unless and until if the application is dead slow, we don't give it as a wait time. So it is an basically an asynchronous calls. So asynchronous calls in the sense I send the data and I don't wait for the response immediately. So I can take up to like say 60 seconds to wait for the response, but before that, whatever is the next step, I will compile it and I'll keep it ready. So this is one of the advantage of Cypress, and also like Cypress has a native runner. So native runner in the sense like say they have their own way of running the scripts from their what to say, from their own way actually. So own dashboard I would say. So okay,
Or
sorry.
what about data-driven system? Like in Selenium, we used a
Mhm.
data-driven framework, and we pass the multiple data from Excels. Then how we can use this data in Cypress?
Okay, yeah. So in Cypress, right, basically a data driven is feasible, but in the same way it's not feasible. Why? Because like say Cypress has a particular feature called fixtures through which we can feed the data, and also Cypress mostly works upon JSON, in which all the data are available as a JSON where you can easily read, write, and then use it for your automation. But Excel sheet, when you take it, like most probably I don't see any people use much of Excel sheet nowadays due to the cucumbers dominance actually.
Yes, yes.
So
That's
yeah,
why I
so that
asked about regarding Excel sheet. Thank you so much
mm,
for my response. Yes.
yeah, so Excel sheet also still, if you want to use it from Cypress, there is a plugin like Excel SX is a plugin available in Node Package Manager, like npm install Excel SX available. So wherein whatever the operation you can do with the Java, the same thing we can do it over here as well. So it shouldn't be an issue, but if still people wants to pick up from Excel sheet, there is still option available. Yeah.
Okay,
But
okay.
Cypress
Thank you.
is, but yeah, no problem. But no problem.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
but
yes.
Cypress
You
with
can continue.
Excel sheet, yeah, yeah. Yeah. So Cypress with Excel sheet, I have not seen it up much actually in an industry. But again, if there is a possibility to explore, so always we can do that. Yeah. So that's about it. And yes. So any other questions so far before we start our things actually? So
One
so I.
advantage is there, I guess,
Mhm.
over the Selenium. Cypress runs on directly runs on browser, so the web browser, WebDriver. We don't need to interact with WebDriver and browsers separately.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. That's true. That's true as well. Yes. Thanks for bringing it up. Yep, and yes, so this is how basically our Cyprus is about. And yesterday we had a lot of things actually we have discussed. So those who didn't attend can just have a walkthrough on that. And also, like yesterday, we have seen about one particular code actually. So even I can check in you this code, but obviously it's very straightforward code. So nothing much we have did on that. So if you want me to check in, I can check in the code so that you can download it from the repository as well. So it shouldn't be an issue actually. So first session demo, I think this is the one. Yeah. So this is about, okay, let it open it up. Okay. So this is all about like yesterday, like what we have did. So coming back to like say what we are going to do today. So today we are going to see about something called your JavaScript actually. So we are going to start with the real programming actually. So whoever has worked on automation tool, right? So you might be aware, like say if I have an automation tool, so obviously I need to have a programming language to write some scripts on that. So the same thing only is available in Cypress. So Cypress works with two programming languages. One is like JavaScript and another one is like TypeScript. So even though both languages are available, so JavaScript is much into dominance when compared to TypeScript. uh, if you ask me why is the case, is like same because JavaScript is very easy to adapt, and after JavaScript came into picture only, like TypeScript has come into picture. So that is also one specific reason for it. And also, like say, the difference between JavaScript and TypeScript is not that big, I would say. It is considerable, and if you start to learn JavaScript, and TypeScript should be much more easier. And also, like say, the one more advantage of JavaScript is like say you don't need any type of installation tools or something like JDK, JVM that we use it for Java, and C Sharp .NET for C Sharp, and yeah, to list a few actually. So you don't need any kind of prerequisite setup available for JavaScript. And just to put a question towards you, so anybody like say have previously worked on JavaScript or something related to JavaScript? Okay, you can ping it in the chat, maybe yes, no, or something like that. So it should be fine. Okay. So do we need to install any software practice? Yes, Demant, I will update you now in a little while, maybe a minute or two. Yeah. So Subhash has said yes, a little bit. Okay, so that's really great actually. Thanks for your feedback. Yes, those who have worked a little bit, you might know, like say, JavaScript doesn't require anything, needs to be run on a laptop or a desktop as a prerequisite. So nothing is required. So just you need some browsers and that should be fine altogether. And also, like say, from the tools perspective, so what we need to use from the tools perspective is like say, so we need a tool. There are a lot of tools available in industry. So basically, I stick on to something called Visual Studio Code. Okay, so VS Code. Okay, so Visual Studio Code. So this is applicable, or this can be used from a Windows or a Mac or any place actually. So I would suggest you to go to google.com and type VS Code download, and you can download it for your Mac or Linux or Windows. Okay, so don't it's like open source only, so don't need to pay anything. So there is no commercial tools available. So I can ping you this website. Okay, just to make a note, you can download it, and download is very simple process. So it's not a very tedious one like in Java or something. So it's a very easier one. So just click install, that's it, over. Okay, so and whoever holds a Mac machine, just make sure like you have the proper one, the Intel chipset or the Apple Silicon. So nothing much towards it. And Windows, as far as I know, like there is no 32-bit machine available so far. But in case if you people try to use a 32-bit, like search for that one. Okay, so that is the two catches available. But for Linux, now limitations actually. Yeah, that is one thing. So this is the tool that we use for your JavaScript, but in an industry there are a lot of other tools also available. So to name a few, like there is something called a Sublime text editor. So you can use the Sublime as well. So whichever you feel it's comfortable, and some people also use something called a Notepad++. So that is also applicable. So whichever you can use it, or which you feel like say it's more comfortable, just stick onto it. So I feel more comfortable with VS Code, so that's why I'm sticking onto it. So let's see about it. Just a minute. Just a minute, I'm searching for a document. Just give me a moment. Yep. Okay, so let's move on to this one. Okay, so the JavaScript. Okay, so just to start off with the JavaScript, like in Java or C Sharp, any of these two languages, like you might have seen, like there are a lot of data types available. Okay, so here in JavaScript, we don't have any kind of such data types. Okay, like in Java and JavaScript, we have a Boolean, we have a string, we have an integer, and those kind of stuffs. So you declare a string with a string, you declare a boolean with a boolean, you declare integer as an int, and it goes about. But here in JavaScript, this is a uniqueness of JavaScript. You don't have that particular segregations. You have only three things. One is your var, one is your let, and one is your constant. So all your other string, integer, double float, or boolean, all these things will be accommodated in either one of these three items. So we don't have a segregation of int, string, or something like that. Only three items are available: var, let, const. Only these three things are available. So this will contribute towards, like, say, the execution of your scripts. So now coming back to the Visual Studio Code. So just keep this in mind: var, let, and const. We'll see in depth on detail on it. So before that, let us see, like, say, how you are going to run your JavaScript. So as I told you, there is one way VS Code is available. The second way would be, like, say, open any of the browsers, go to, like, say, more tools, developer tools, and you have a console option. So you can declare something like this: var of a is equal to 10. And to print that one, like, say, let me do it: var of a is equal to 10. I'm sorry, a is equal to 10. And then to print the output, usually we have console.log, and then we print the a. Now if you press enter, you can see the output. So if you want to quickly do anything as part of JavaScript, so this will be the easiest way. Okay, got it? Any doubt here so far? Quite simple, right? Okay, so this is one of the way. The second way only, much more VS Visual Studio Code. So always you need to open your Visual Studio Code, and then you need to put something. You need to go down over here. There is something called an extension. Okay, you click over here, and Visual Studio Code is nothing but it's like an editor. Like, say, I can double click over here and I can put something like, say, where a is equal to, sorry, a is equal to 10, and then I do it console dot log of a, I give it. So when I want to save this one, I do a control S or a command S if you're a Mac user. So go over here, so search for something like JavaScript. Here I store it up. Let me give it. So it will be like, say, sample demo 1, and the extension would be .js, and save. That's it. So if you want to run this file, right, simple as it is. Okay. Okay. So let me go file, open, sorry, file, open folder, sample demo over here. So let me go to terminal. If you install your Node.js, you can give, like, say, npm space sample demo.js, run it. Oh, sorry. Yeah, not npm, use node. Now you can see there is an output available. So this is how from a file I can get the output. Okay. The third way would be like, say you go to your extension, like how you run your Java code or a C# code. Similarly, there is an extension over here which we call it as a code runner. Oh, sorry, not this one. This one, code runner. Just install this one. I've already installed, so it is showing for me disable or uninstall. So I've already installed this. So once you install this, restart your Visual Studio Code, then you get this play button over here. Okay, you can see the run code, right? Now what I will do it is like I go back to my folder, press on the sample demo. Then what I can do, I can do a clear, and when I run this code, it executes for me. So this is also an easier way. Okay, so these are the three different ways you can execute your JavaScript from your machine. So it doesn't require any prerequisite or additional steps. So that is the main motto of this one. Okay, so any doubts here so far till now?
No.
Thanks for the confirmation. So this is how you are going to run, and these are the tools that you are going to require it up. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay. So now let us see, like say, a more complex item. Okay. So what we are going to do with this JavaScript. Okay. So first thing, so let us see what a JavaScript is about. Okay. So let me go to the day zero course, and there is something like index.html. Okay. Let me see. Yes. Not this one. Sorry. Yeah, let's take this script. Okay, so always your JavaScript will be executed. Always your JavaScript will be executed inside a HTML file only. Okay, why? Because a JavaScript is basically used to enrich the texts available or the web page available. They use the JavaScript, and slowly it became a programming language. So where does a JavaScript will exist inside a HTML file? So it can exist anywhere inside a HTML or HTML part or the head part or the body part, but it should have something called a script tag available for it. Okay, whenever it is inside a script tag, you can denote it as a JavaScript. Okay. Okay, can have it as a JavaScript. So here this is a sample code. Maybe I'll share you this sample code. So just allow me a minute. I'll be back. I have some charger issue. Yeah, just a minute. Yeah, okay. One more question is that VS Code, which one to download using installer or system installer? Okay, so let me have a quick look at it. Where is that one? Only one is there, right? Okay. User installer or Windows. Just try to download this one. That should be fine. Yeah, if you click this one, it will automatically download. Go to this page and you get a downloader. Yeah, this one should be fine. Yeah, exe file should be fine. Yeah, just to answer you that one. Okay, so just give me a moment. I'll just grab my charger and come. Meanwhile, you can try to download the VS Code. Yep. Sorry for the delay. Yeah. So just got my mouse charged here. So yeah, so this is about it. So this is the code actually. You can have it up. I'll ping it to you. So as I told you, a JavaScript and exists only inside a script part. And usually whenever you want to mention a JavaScript way of representing a code, you need to provide it as a type text JavaScript. So this is kind of a syntax, and this is an alert box actually. So what is this alert box is like, say once I run it as a or open it as a HTML, then you'll come to know it up. So what I will do it is like, let me navigate to this path. Okay, open it in a Chrome. Oops, sorry, it's opening like this. It's bad. Control V. You can see I get an alert box over here. So this is what the alert box is about. Okay, so the same way, like say for example, if I give like say sample class demo, save it, just refresh it, then you get the respective alert boxes. So this is how it will be configured. So you can also have a give a try on this one. So let me give it to you over here. Just you can give it a try, so everything will be working. Yeah, so this is how a normal JavaScript will be working. Anything you can put it inside, any logic. Okay, any logic. For example, as we have discussed now, how is a var. So same way I can give var a is equal to 10 and var b is equal to 20, and then var of result is equal to a plus b. Then I can give it over here also, something like say the result of addition. Okay, so here I don't give a plus to append it, I give a comma and I give a result, that particular parameter. So same way I give it over here, refresh it. Yeah, the result of addition. Okay, so what happened? So let's try with a plus, save it, give it, refresh it. Yeah, now it works. Yeah, you can give it as a plus. Yeah. Only when it's in code runner you give it as a comma. That should work. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah. So this is how it works. So any coding logic you can specify it like this, and also to show you the real time like how it works actually. So some of the websites, right? Maybe let me show it over here. For example, even if you go to your google.com, right? Sometimes what happens is like you go to your developers tools. So click over here, more tools, developer tool. If you click it, sorry, I clicked it again, so it went off. So over here, so go to elements. So over here, Control F. So there will be an event called on click. Okay, it's not over here. So maybe let me put it like say demo website. I don't know how many of you have observed this one actually, but okay. Okay, let's go to automation practice website. Let's see, what is this? Okay, let it be like this, swag lab. If you see it over here, Control F, on click. Okay, here also it doesn't have it. So I go to this, let me log in actually, then I might get something. Okay, so now let's click over here. So let me right click, inspect it. Okay, Control F, let me have something like a on click. Okay, here also you don't have it. Okay, I have a practice website. Okay. So here definitely you need to have, yeah, on click. You can see there is an on click event, right? And you have a open window bracket. So if you copy this and control F and control V, you do it, you can see some functions available over here. So the same function only we are using it. For example, even I can copy this function over here. So maybe, yeah, now I'm able to copy it. I can copy the same function over here, and I can go to my Visual Studio Code. Maybe I think I already have it. Just a minute. Yeah, over here. So there is an on click event over here. Okay, not this one. Sorry. Just a minute. Yeah. So you can see there is a function over here, like say I have a script tag inside the head tag. I have a script type JavaScript function MSG check alert p tag input type button value click on click MSG check. So like this it is available. So what happens over here is like say basically on click is an event available which is only for your JavaScript, which is provided by your HTML. So whatever it needs to exhibit, I put it over here as a function. That means this is what we call it as a JavaScript function. A function is nothing but it's a method that is available. So that method you can put it over here and you can call it over in this place. So what happens in this case? So let me copy this one, copy the path. Let me go over here, control V I do, enter it. So you can see welcome to JavaScript tutorial. Click on it, you get this pop-up. So this is how it is called. Okay, on click we can call it also as a event. So what is event is like I do some action and some action is getting triggered. Okay. So any doubts here so far till now? How does a JavaScript basically it works? And how we can run it also, like from the Visual Studio Code, from the Chrome inspect element. Okay. Thanks for the confirmation. So now let's move on to the next one. So you can see like say this is a function I've written, so that is available, but some people don't like to write function over here. So instead what they will do it is like they try to call it from a JS file. Now how we did it, where a is equal to 10 and console.log I gave it, right? Same way we are going to move this code towards your JS file. For example, so I have one more example over here, as you can see it. So there is going to be no difference over here, but the thing is like say addition operation.js. So you can see I might have an JS file over here, addition operation, and then I have this, I think this is the sample file. Yes, addition operation, open to the side. Yeah, so you can see it clearly now. Like I have the script tag which has an addition operation.js file, and I have like say input button type value click on click MSG. So now what happens is like, so since I maintain this file within the same folder itself, I don't need to give the complete path. So that's why even when I run this one, for example, when I right click copy code, go to this place, control T, control V, enter it, click it here, see what happened. Okay, so I gave a console.log. This should not be the case, I'm very sorry. So it should be something like say alert. Okay, even return of result is also not required. Save it. Now let's go back over here. Click. Why it's not working? Where is it? The file addition. Just a minute. Addition operation. Where is it? Addition operation.js. Yep, it should work. Let me see whether the method name is correct. Okay, click me here. Yeah, now it works. Maybe I didn't refresh properly. Okay, so this is how it works. So you can either put it outside a particular HTML file and invoke it, or you can directly put the function inside the script and you can use step. So these are the many different ways how a JavaScript can run actually. So but we are going to see something different actually over here. So what it is, like, say we are don't need to use your HTML or anything. So just download, go to your extension. There is a code runner available for you. So you can download this and you can utilize it to run. Okay. Now the problem now it is, like, say whatever the code that I've given inside HTML. Okay, over here I would say sample over here HTML. So it might, this might not run. Like, say for example we have a code runner here, right? So you might ask me, like, it's a .js file, I have a code runner. If I click it, it's not throwing me an error. It's throwing me an error. So why does it throw it as an error? So let's inspect the error, what it is. So you can see, like, msg check is not defined. Okay, so that means, like, say whenever you want to run it inside a code runner over here, or any function which is available inside your JavaScript, it should have a return type. Okay, return. Okay, so return of result. So I put the return of result now. Now let's retry to run it up. You can see nothing printed. So why it didn't print anything? So anyone can answer or convey it. So the problem is, like, this code has not been printed out, but no errors, nothing. Why is it so? Any idea?
It is alert. It is not console dot log. The
Exactly. That's true. Yeah, that's true. Yes, that's the problem, because alert is used only for your HTML. Okay, it's not used inside a JavaScript. So only, like, say console.log should be available over here. Save it. Now you run it. Okay, sorry. Save it properly. Oh, okay. Even then you need to call the method actually. Or addition. So what is the method name? MSG check, right? Okay. Run it. Now you get the result. This is how it works. Okay. So whenever you have a HTML website, then if you want to check the output, use your alert. But you are using a code runner within the Visual Studio Code, that means a code runner plugin, then it's advisable to use your console.log. Okay. So any doubt here so far, like how to run your programs or what type of program we are going to run? Okay, so I consider it as a no. So let's move on to the next one. Now coming to the variable part of declaration. So if you want to open a new file, that means a new file that you want to create it, just double click it. You can see an untitled file comes. So let's see the difference. So var of a is equal to 10. Okay, and let me save this one. Sample code demo.js. Okay, so I gave var of 10 is equal to a is equal to 10. So then I give console.log of a. So as you know, the output is going to be 10. Correct, right? Yes. So now I give like say a is equal to 20. So if I give a is equal to 20, so can I know like what will be the output for this one? Maybe you can ping it in the chat as well, no problem. 2020, yeah, thanks. Yes, exactly. So that is how it works. Okay, so var means it's a variable, so it gets replaced every time whenever it is available. Now let me change the var to let. So now what will be the output? Okay, so Prakash has given 10. Any other persons? Any other people? So any guesses or something? So you can put anything, no problem. So 10, 20, 20. Yes. So we'll go with the maximum number 20. That's exactly correct. So it will be 10 and 20. Exactly. Because first time initialization 10 and second time is 20. Then you might ask me what is the difference between let and var. So let and var behavior will be the same for all the variables and methods, but the scope in which they define. That means whether it is inside a function or outside the function, based upon that it will be acting. Okay, so I'll give you an example for that as well. So don't worry about it. So we have a separate concept for that called hoisting. Okay, so I'll give you an example. Now let me change let to const. Okay, so here I can give you like say, so whether this code will give you output or output plus error or blindly error. So you can guess it. So you can give it as like say this is a option, this is a B option, and this is a C option. So you can ping in our chat whether A, B, or C. Okay, Prakash has conveyed output error. So it's going to be A, B. Okay, so we have two answers, A and B. Okay, so let's wait for one more. So B is there. Okay. Okay, let's run it and check it. It's an output with error. Okay, so let's read the inspect about the error. The assignment to the constant variable. So type error. So that means like say some assignment to the constant variable. So what is the meaning of this one is like say, so whatever the variable that we previously saw, let and var. So that is more or less related to the reusability, and it is like say the values can be changed. But when it comes to the const or constant, so what happens over here is like say once you declare, you can never change it at any cost, at any level, at any scope. It's const means constant. That's it. So you cannot change it at any point of time. If you try to change it, so this is what it happens. It will be throwing you the error. Okay, so this is the problem with the const. So when can a const use be used? When can a var or let can be used? Var and let can be used whenever you want to change a particular value, whenever there is an update in your application, or whenever the variable gets updated. If you want to choose it, use it, then go for a var or let. But const in the sense like say you can never change the value of the variable. Simple as it is. Once it is declared, it is declared. That's it. This is how it works. Okay. So any doubts here so far till now? No. Okay. Yep. Let me check the chat as well. Nothing much. So let's move on to the next one. Still we have like say 5 more minutes. Let's try to utilize it. So this is about the constants. And as usual, you can have all the data types within the var, let, and const. So it is available. Yes. One more thing I need to speak about is nothing but there is a primitive data type which we call it as a nan. So the abbreviation is like say not a number. Okay, so whenever you try to define a number, which we call it in JavaScript for integers, so if it is not a number, then you give it as a nan. Okay, so what are the operators available? As usual, a simple operators plus, minus, multiplication, division, modulus, increment, decrement, everything is available. And as usual, here only there is one more catch you need to see. There is triple equal to. Okay, there is a double equal to and triple equal to. So let me show you the difference of it. Double and triple. So let's put a if condition. So as usual, you know, or no need if condition. Let's have it as a console.log. So if I give 10 double equal to 10, and similarly if I give 10 triple equal to 10, and let's have the same combination, 10 double equal to single quotes of 10. So which one will be true, which one will be false? Simple as it is. So I'll give you these conditions. Okay, so which one will be true, which one would be false? Just you can copy and tell me like which one will be true and false and stuff. Okay. Thanks Prakash for the feedback. Okay, so no problem. It becomes false. True, true, true. Yeah, false. Okay, let's try to run it up. Okay. True, 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 false. This is how it works. Okay. So a small explanation is like whenever it's a double equal to, check the data only. Triple equal to, check the data and data type. Okay. So over here, data and both are equal since it's a double equal to. When it comes to triple equal to, it becomes false. That is the simple understanding. Whenever it's a triple equal to, check the data and your data type. That's it. Okay. So that's all I had for today about the operators and stuffs. So this is the unique operator about your JavaScript. It's not available in Java or somewhere. So hope the session was quite interested and was a little bit engaged. So the rest of the things we'll be seeing it slowly. Okay. So first we'll start off with the JavaScript and then we'll move towards the Cypress. Okay, any questions we can see about it? And if there is no questions, feel free to drop off and we can meet again tomorrow at the same time. Yep. Hope you
Uh,
have a
uh,
nice and good evening. Yeah, yes,
yeah, hi
please.
Arvind. Yeah, Prakash this side.
Yeah, yes, please.
Arvind,
Yeah.
are you using Sonoma kind of that OS version or it's OS is 13?
Sorry, what is it? I didn't hear that.
It's a Mac 14 OS or Mac 13 OS? Are you using
Oh,
those?
Mac version. I think it's the latest one. I think that's
It's
I
Sonoma,
think
right?
that's after
14.
this. Yeah, Solana. Yes, yes. Yeah, 14. Yeah.
Yeah. And for this Cypress NPM, do you need any kind of OS compatibility, kind of any version it is support, right?
Yeah, it is supported any version. Yes, even if you have the Mac OS 12 version, also it's fine. That doesn't matter. Even Intel or Silicon chip, anything is fine.
Okay, okay. Yeah, got it. Yeah, thanks.
Yep. Yeah. Thank you. So that's all I had. Maybe we can catch it up again tomorrow. Yeah. Have a nice evening and good night, everyone. Thank you.